welcome to JAPEC's Event Center. Now, of course, we're going to be letting you know, those who don't know, events that are coming around the United States or around the world. We're going to be informing you, but today we're going to talk about a very special event. Martin Luther King birthday coming up in January. We've decided to extend it because it's the right thing to do. Civil Rights Weekend. We hope that you will join us, and I'm going to run down the list. We're just now getting a list of more people who want to be involved, and if you want to be involved, you've got a group. You've got plays you wrote. Whatever you can do that you want to honor civil rights, your First Amendment, Second Amendment, and of course the list goes on. Your constitutional rights, the rights that we have as human beings. Now, getting started, I want to run down to you real quick and let you know who has already came aboard. Now, if you got a group, you do plays, you do something, you even got a non-profit that has stepped up to the plate, you make sure you give us a ring. Now, of course, our Gmail will be giving you that notice and letting you know as it streams down the bottom of the show. Now, as I said, welcome everybody to JAPEC Entertainment Event Center. Now, of course, first up, Cynthia Harris. She's going to be one of our speakers over the weekend. She's from the NOW movement, which is the National Organization of Women's Rights, and Radical. She's the Radical, or the Racial Justice Chairman. She's on that board. Then again, we're going to move on to Milton Wallace from All Nations TV. Of course, JAPEC is from All Nations TV and several of the other ones that you're going to finally get to meet and hear what they have to say when they're there. And then, of course, you can meet and greet them. Talk to them about things that are going on in your life, and maybe we can do something special for you or have a show. And don't forget, sign up for those newsletters so they will inform you. You can sign up for a newsletter through JAPEC Community Life Magazine, All Nations TV, and download the app. Now, if we move forward, we've got another guy coming along, Dr. Bradford Howard Jr. He's a singer and a writer. And of course, he composed the songs, he write, and he get other people to sing them with him. And he wrote some very nice songs that you probably can hear, just to get a taste now, on JAPEC Entertainment 1. When you go to the magazine or go to All Nations TV, you can see some of the singers. And then, of course, now you're going to see some live. Now, of course, we're going to let you know that it will be done on radio. We're going to try to make arrangements to have some of the show and some of, again, what did we say this weekend was going to be? Just for a reminder, Civil Rights Weekend. Now, as we move forward, we also made a contact. John Russell from the Florida, of course, Buffalo Soldiers of Florida. Got to get those names right because you got different ones roaming around. Now, John Russell, Buffalo Soldiers of Florida, he will be there along with some of the Buffalo Soldiers to give you some knowledge on what history speaks of. Now, as you move forward, you got to know exactly what your history is in order to do so. Now, of course, we're going to move a little bit more. And remember this, he's been doing this for over 26 years, and he is ready to give education, whether you got a church, whether you got a club. All you got to do is call him, and remember, after you meet him, you're going to want him to come and speak to you about things that went on back then. History is very important. Now, let's get on to some of the singers and the performers. As you know, we're going to be getting our list is going to grow weekly, monthly, until we get there. And we intend to make an impact on everybody's life. Now, of course, Rowan Chapman Project. Rowan is a jazz musician along with a gospel musician. He writes, he proposes, he puts it all together. So, if you need him on anything, you can call him, but this time, he's got his #1 CD coming out, and you're going to be able to hear that. But if you haven't heard some of his music, you can always go to All Nations TV or JAPEC Community Life Magazine. Download it today. Now, he's got a guest that's coming along, Nicole Wright. He's going to be releasing her and letting her get out there and sing her heart out too. So you'll get to also meet a lot of different artists. And then, a close friend of mine, like a sister, Dara. The Dara Project, she will be coming on board. And before we go any further, she's the one that's going to sing the National Freedom Anthem by JAPEC. Now, of course, Dara is a songwriter and a producer, and of course, she's a musician. Her CD was released early this year, Here I Am, And if you don't understand, you can go there and listen to some of her music. Crazy what you want to do when you're in love. Get that CD today. Download it if you have to. Now, of course, as we move further than that, we're going to be looking at, back to get serious now, where knowledge is. Wayne E. Rollins. He's a strategist and planner for communities, businesses and communities, getting involved in your community, setting programs for your community. Not one of us, but all of us to be successful and understand where each person is at. Now, as we move forward, we're going to be getting to another singer, Adrienne Clark, who is the reggae daughter of Bunny Raj. I think it's Roger. Is it Raj? I think it is Roger. We'll try to correct that, but she's the daughter of him. Now, of course, then, if you're going to get into some other knowledge, we got to give you somebody else to come along, because the show on all 3 days will consist of events on Saturday, Black Tie Fan Awareness on Sunday. We call it the Day of Honor. And then, of course, Monday, Martin Luther King birthday. We hope to see you there. Now, of course, Vivian Cunningham, the international realtor that will help you get real estate no matter where you're at. She deals with that, giving you the voice when it comes. Now, of course, you can hear the phone in the background. That means we got more people coming on board. We're going to try to give you an update as soon as they come, or at least weekly. You can look for the update on All Nations TV. You can look at it on Doc's World, Doc's Place, or his radio stations that he has, bringing it back to you. Then also go to Pet Community Life magazine for the write-ups and more details, so it can remind you of what's going on. Now, below, you're going to see an email. Call us if you got a play, if you got something you want to give honor to when it comes to civil rights. Get your ticket. Not only that, get ready. Not only get your tickets ready, and make sure that you got your mindset, and make sure you got your learning thoughts on. We are here to make sure that we all learn how to get along as one. You know, they say, love thy brother as thyself. That's the key with everything else. Remember, Japet Community Life Entertainment Center will be seeing you weekly. And then, of course, we're going to bring you monthly updates on the people who are joining forces to make this Civil Rights Weekend #1. See you then. Japet Community Life Magazine, All Nations TV. We are here.